Hello everybody, Iain Robson, welcome back to an episode of Sosnovka. As you probably notice, I have minus $927 and it's slowly going down. And there's a very specific reason for this, and the reason being is that we actually just recently bought 23. Now, originally I had recorded this before, but apparently I ran into some sort of, glitch. So I recorded it, but it was a failure. Or what happened was it became really choppy, and I happened to notice it while I was recording. So in the midst of recording, I was just kind of like, okay. So I just canceled the recording, and then the autosave or the backup automatically had the field bought already. So we're stuck with a pre-bought or field that was already bought that was supposed to be done on camera, but c'est la vie, I suppose. So anyways, that's what's happened. That's the reason why we magically have a field now. Let me just prove to you how I ended up getting this field, just for your own sake. So that's when we bought the field right there, yesterday, Saturday apparently. But we made $75,000 in sold bales, and we made $46,000 in harvest income, and $48,000 in field jobs. So it was a combination of selling bales and doing some missions essentially. So anyways, let's go ahead and store this barley here. Hopefully, I'll keep an eye on it, but hopefully it's not choppy. I don't know what the deal was. It just randomly got choppy, so I kind of like tinker with a couple settings because I'm using OBS, and OBS you can always just tinker with some settings and adjust it for the system. And I find, for whatever reason, Farming Simulator 17 a little bit way more finicky than 15. I have no idea why, but I definitely feel that way. So that's the reason why I feel like I've run into like multiple issues. Or if you're British, you might say issues, but I don't. Alright, let's go ahead and unload this combine. Now the funny thing is, this field already had barley planted on it, which is good for us because we actually need, if I look at my animals, how are they doing? They probably need some straw. Yeah, so they actually need straw right now. So in light of that, it actually works out in our benefit. I guess the previous farmer, Mr. Bell, had planted barley, so we're going to go ahead and capitalize on that. That should be good there. Yep, perfect. So yeah, that's the reason why we have barley here. But I'm not sure the reason why, but it seems like when it was going all weird was like in the field. So I took the graphic settings down a notch, and it seems to have adjusted. I may go back up a notch to see if that makes any difference or not, but because I changed that setting and one other setting, so maybe it's just too much information, and who knows. Anything's possible, but every game is a little bit different, I find, for recording. Like, some games are really easy, some games give you a lot of trouble, so it's really bizarre how they all act differently. And then with the other recording software I was using before, it was perfectly fine. Perfectly fine with FarmSim, and then now with 17 it doesn't seem to play as nicely as it did before. So yeah, that's the bizarre thing about that, or at least that's been my experience thus far. Oh well, minus $1,000, that's okay. We'll sell some of the straw and we'll keep some of the straw. We only have like 17 cows, so it's not a huge deal if we sell some of the straw. We can always sell some of the silage bales, or sell some silage bales as well. It's always a possibility. Alright, let's make a turn here. Drop this off right here. There we go. Nice. Looking good. Could always sell it. There is a maximum capacity, of course, and I don't know how close we are. I think we're close with barley. Oh no, not quite that close. I thought we were closer, so that's good. We're not as close as I anticipated, actually. Soybeans is a good price. Everything's a good price except barley. It feels that way, at least. So, all right. Let's get back on the field here. Guess we can just go around this area here and head down here. I don't know. I'm not sure what happened there, but it was just kind of like decided it was going to be, because what was happening before, like, I don't know if you've seen some of the streams where I'm in a case combine, and for whatever reason when I'm in a case combine, the recording software, or the software I use, doesn't like it. It just stops. So I don't know what the deal is there. Maybe I'm trying to do too much with the system, I don't know. Actually, I probably don't need to go all the way over there. I'll just wait for him to come back here. But what we'll do eventually here is we'll set it up so we have a courseplay driver, and we'll have him so he rakes all of this up. And I could get this set up now, but it's a little in advance. So, I love those narrow tires. Yeah, I can notice it a bit in the dirt is where I seem to notice the difference in the Ultra, whatever I had it on before, to this. But it's funny because like I can play the game in Ultra, not a problem. But when I'm recording in that setting, didn't play nice. Go figure. All right, now did I fertilize other fields? I think I did. No, it looks like they have not been fertilized yet. No, so they need another dose of fertilization. So maybe what I'll do is I'll grab this guy, and I'll leave that trailer there, and I'll get this guy to fertilize, and then I'll bring the other front loader tractor over here. Alright, where did I leave that fertilizer? It's funny, with the 3 stages of fertilization, I constantly find myself fertilizing. On camera, I should say. And off camera, I suppose, too. But I've considered lowering it down to a 1-stage fertilization, but that would just feel too easy. Because, you know, before when I had courseplay, for example, not courseplay, the soil mod, sorry, there was a lot more involved, whereas if I put it down to 1 stage of fertilization, it's maybe too easy. I don't know. Oh, that's 19. That's 19. Fertilization. First waypoint. Go. And we'll grab this tractor here. And let's go over and grab the other trailer there. Because that combine's going to need an unload momentarily here. Probably should really take these bale spikes off, but it's just convenient to leave them on, which is why they're still on. Alright, here we go. Let's grab our tiny little trailer here. I don't know, I like this little trailer. I think there's this one and there's one other one that I like. Let's see if I can find it. I think it's this FarmTech one that I like. That seems to work really well. Holds 15,000 liters, and there's a couple other ones. Like all the in-game trailers are actually pretty nice this time around. I wish they had added like a grain cart or something like that, like a J&M grain cart. But oh well, can't get everything, I guess. I still haven't seen the grain carts come over to 17 yet, so hopefully soon. Alright, let's line up with this combine here. He's 64% full. There we go, and get out of his way. How close is the combine? Oh, I guess it's close. Closer than I expected, at least, so there we go. It seems like it takes, like, when the combine's full, it basically takes like almost a full trailer. Well, you can unload almost into the trailer and fill it up in one to go. So it's not too bad, I guess. Eventually we'll have to, like, for selling, it's a pain, but for just transporting back to the silo, it's not so bad. So I will I'll eventually upgrade to something a bit more, a bit beefier, I suppose. 61%, that's fine. Just let the combine do its thing now. There we go. Stop. But an interesting little, if you ever pay attention to this, you'll notice that if you come over here and you look at like the way barley looks, it's actually like darker than wheat. I don't know if anybody has noticed that or not, but it's like, this is like a darker brown, whereas the other one's like a lighter brown. Nope, looks like that worker is done. Perfect. I'll top them over to their field there. That should be 3 stages of fertilization now. Yes, good. Field 14, Fertilization, good. Eventually what I might do is I might put it in the folders, but I don't know if that's actually, if that has been worked into this version of Courseplay or not. Because sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't. Is it gonna make it? Okay, that's fine. I can live with that. Perfect. So as you can see, let's take a look at the animals over here. I'll show you what I've done. I left a couple just straight up grass bales over here, just in case. And I guess, could I do this? Control... I could theoretically change the... change it to like, I think it's like 10 is the maximum. And then with 10 you can actually pick up bales. With this is the game, well, game extension. Let's see. Yeah. So... that's what you can do when you increase that. Of course, that's totally like not cool, but you can do it. Let's put it back to like whatever it was. I think it was like 1. 1 was good. Anyways, and now it's like object is too heavy. But anyways, so that's what I've done. I put a few just straight up grass bales over there. These are some hay bales just left here. Of course, these are silage bales that are ready to go. And I have a little bit of mix in the feeder, in the mixer right now. That's ready to go already. I don't think we actually need some at the moment. So that's the reason why. Yeah, there's a little bit left in there. It's TMR. Be nice. I could just drop it on the ground, but it doesn't really make a difference. And this little robot works really well. I like it. There's no, you don't even have to hire it. You can stop it manually if you want to, but you don't have to hire it or anything. It just, keeps going and going and going, basically, which I think is super slick. Better than the other one, I think. The other one looks better for sure, a bit more functionality, I suppose. But I find that one just a little bit better. Perfect. So he's done that. This is good. So depending which implement you're using, like with this implement, I think I have it set up so it, so it turns off the field, which actually makes the work faster. If you have it so it turns on the field, it slows it down. Well, it feels like it slows it down considerably. So, but that's how I feel about it. Interesting news for Canadians: Amazon Prime Video finally came to Canada. I was pretty excited about that. Actually, there's only one real reason why I was excited about that, and that's because they brought with the Amazon Prime Video, they have a couple Amazon only titles, and one of them is Grand Tour. Basically it's like Top Gear, if you know what that is. So I watched a couple episodes of that to see what it's like. It's not bad. It's very it's Top Gear for the most part. There's not much they haven't changed the format. Well, they have changed the format, but it's not like a very different format than what they did before on BBC. So it's a cool little thing. Because yeah, it's weird for Americans. They're probably like, you guys never had Amazon Prime Video? No, we just got it like this week, I guess it would be. So it's been years. All right, so we're gonna get this guy. I think what we're gonna do is gonna set it up so this guy right here, he will rake this up, and that'll actually make our lives a bit easier because when we rake this up. These are like, I think it's like 4-meter splits between the two, so hopefully with the rake we'll get them down to like, put 2 into 1 basically. That's my hope at least. Alright, let's grab the other tractor there. Make a turn. There we go. And I believe there is a feature in the drive control, or maybe it's in the game extension, I don't remember now. Tabbing to vehicles on, cruise control. Oh, I thought there was something else. Oh. I thought there was something else in here. I couldn't remember if it was this or if it was drive control. It must be drive control then. There's a feature where you can have the engines just always stay on. Because what will happen is, right now, the way it works is the engines will turn off even though they're set not to turn off. So, it's kind of bizarre. / annoying sometimes. It just depends. If you're going back between like 2 different vehicles, it can be annoying. At least I find it annoying. Like, let's say you're doing a little bit of field work and you're picking up bales and dropping off bales and all that jazz. Alright, combine's doing his job. Excellent. Let's get lined up here. Give him some space. And then when that guy's ready. Perfect. Speed up just a smidgen. There we go. Perfect. See if we can't stay on track here without crashing into things. That's good. Yeah, we'll make it that. Perfect. I'm surprised how much barley we're getting out of this. It's only been like fertilized like once, I think. So in the end, it was, you know, not a super high yield. So it's a big field though, so that's the difference, right? So in comparison to the other two tiny fields we have, that's an enormous field. It's one of the bigger fields actually on this map, isn't it? Yeah, that's pretty. Well, I guess 18 might be a bit bigger, but one of the quote-unquote bigger fields on the map. So it's good for us. Hopefully we'll make some money off of it. I don't know, what I might do is I might keep the other two small fields as like grass fields and make the big field like the cash crop fields. There we go. Let's park that up there. What's our capacities like now? 40,000. It's getting a little higher. Corn, could always sell some corn. Don't know what that would do. We have like well, I guess the funny thing is, like with this trailer, that's like almost one load of corn. All right, let's see if we can't get that combine before it gets to the end of the field, because we didn't get a chance to fully unload it because we were half full already. Oh yeah, we're good. The combine is moving a lot slower than we are, so this is good. Good for us at least. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it seems to be running a lot smoother now, recording a lot smoother, so sometimes it's the oddest things. When you're Farm Sim seems to be like one of the stranger games that I record. Out of all of them, it always seems to be like have odd things going on. Yeah, let's get perfect. There we go. We'll just follow the combine along to the edge of the field here, and then once it's at the edge of the field, I think what we'll be able to do is just peel away and let it do its thing. Most like, well, yeah, that's what we'll do. But I don't know. Sometimes I like running the combine, sometimes I don't. I just find when you're by yourself sometimes, and like this, for example, in this scenario, I find unloading the combine a bit more efficient than me driving the combine, for example. So everyone's got their own thing. Like I really like, one of my favorite activities to do in the game is combining. So especially with the bigger combines, the smaller ones I can do without because it's a lot more turning, and you have to do like back and forward a lot. I find, whereas with the big ones you can just take a big U-turn and you're good to go. But I guess we could have the Massey. Yeah, I guess we could have the Massey set up and go and load all the, or go and mow all of the grass fields. It makes so much money. It's just ridiculous. All right, there we go. Also, another note, I discovered that on servers now, you don't have to be an administrative type person to be able to change wheels if their wheels are already bought, which is kind of interesting. I thought that was a really nice little change that they made. Perfect. Because before it was happening, or what happened is, if you wanted to change the tires, you had to, like, be logged in as admin and then purchase. Well, it was considered like a purchase, but I guess they made the change, or there was an update a while back that made that little change, and I didn't even notice. Normally, because if I'm logged in, I'm on as admin, so that's the reason why I didn't even consider it. All right, how far is he? Let's come back this way. Still got a ways to go yet, from the looks of it at least. Yeah, that seems to be much smoother now. Strange. Farm Sim always throwing me for a loop. I think what we'll do is the next field we're going to start taking a look at is 25, of course, because it's right there. I don't know if it's the same, so it's with a different person. So we could make $18,000 from harvesting his field for him of canola. Honestly, like, if I were to harvest this field, oops, 16, 18, that's interesting. Anyways, if I were to harvest this field, what would happen is I don't think I would make $18,000 from this. But he's paying me $18,000 to do it for him? I'm like, seems unlikely. Anyhow, so what I'll do is this. I'll grab this guy. And we'll just set up a quick little course here. And we'll set it up. We'll start from the middle. I don't know, I always like on a field like this, I always try to start because what will happen is it'll give the opportunity to the driver to like kind of find the combine as quick as possible, and at least that's my experience. Alright, so what we'll do is have the driver start on the outside of the field here, and from there what he'll do is he'll go from this location right here, field, over to, yeah, we'll have him start like this, like so, and start recording course here. And we got 3 points, and then we'll just go onto the road over here. And what we'll do is we'll drive just on the road on the right side, and what we can do is how is that set up there? We'll do it this way. Go down here, we'll turn right, and then when we turn right, we'll go past the fuel, because what happens is if it's low on fuel, it will fill up. I know that seems crazy. There we go, good. Make the turn. There we go. And then just drive over that, like so. And then I'm going to drive up here, down there. And then I'm going to go back to the middle of the field just because it'll make our lives just a wee bit easier. There we go. And almost in the middle. That'll work right there. I'm just going to stick them like that. Stop, and we'll call this F23 unload. Cool. Awesome. So anyways, that's how you set up a course to unload a combine. So anyways, folks, that'll be it for me for today. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, want to go ahead and leave a comment saying what you'd like to see next. I think there was a little bit of finicky work at the end there with the recording, so we'll see how it turns out in the end. So anyways, once again, my name is Ian Robson, and I'll catch you guys later.